Hello and welcome back to another show with your favorite Tub Daddies. This is a special episode because we are international in Lake Taupo in the middle of the South Island here in Hobbiton, New Zealand. In New Zealand.
Love that show.
Welcome to Beer and Bath to get back again. Shit. Shannon, look at me.
Yeah.
Look at the camera.
Which one?
Look back at me.
Yeah, never mind.
Now look at Scott.
Okay, yeah.
Now I have to ask you this question.
Yes.
How far would I take us across the world just to force you to enjoy and drink an IPA?
I mean, quite a far. Like, you would take me quite far.
That is correct, Shay. Because we have recently just returned from taking an international trip from the frigid north of Canada to the Middle Earth of New Zealand.
Ooh, I like that.
And now through the magic of flashback. Come do it, Shay.
So is this like a montage, or like a bottle episode? This is the worst thing we've done in the tub.
Oh baby, I hear adventure calling. In what can only be described as a trip to taste history down our throats, we flew across the world to learn a little bit more about hops. More specifically, we traveled during the hop harvest season when the cones are floral, dank, and fresh as. But before all that, we have to get there first.
Did it spilled it?
Are we at maximum goonage right now? How's that audio clipping look? Does it seem alright? Can you speak a little bit louder? Okay. Shay, why have I flown us halfway across the world? Not even halfway. Why have I flown us all the way across the world, overlooking...
You just stand like maybe in like a more normal way, like with
What?
In reference to which camera. There you go.
Shay, why have I flown us all the way across the world?
Very hungover. Here we are overlooking the Bay of Mercury, where 800 years ago Captain Cook came and
Drank beer for the first time in New Zealand.
or in the world. Beer, first time ever in the world. But yeah.
What do you mean? This is the travel influencer and we gotta have a lot of active movement, yeah?
Brought me to hold the camera.
And you just have chosen to do handheld.
Yeah,
camera, like,
Scott is now part of the show.
No.
Scott, how have you enjoyed your beer in New Zealand so far?
I'm not answering that, so you can't use this.
Shay notoriously hates hops. What is your first opinion of beer for the last 2 days? Clearly, both of us are very hungover.
I was gonna say that's the answer. I'm very hungover for the past 2 days. It's great. The beer has been super. No, the beer has actually been unbelievably smooth. Every beer, and then on top of that, I do not like IPA. I've had an IPA here. It's fine. It was great.
That's actually the highest praise I think we've ever heard from you.
It's blown my mind that I've actually been able to come here and have an IPA and it not be complete trash. No, it's true. It was really it was an internet. We took it international all the way to New Zealand to experience beer. And I have lots of thoughts.
Oh, okay. But before I hear all those thoughts,
Yes.
we did bring a beer back from Middle Earth. It's only prudent that we enjoy the beverage from Middle Earth while we discuss our travels. You want to zoom in on this puppy?
We're zooming in with editing. No.
Now, I mean, maybe we'll talk about this. I don't remember where exactly Hobbiton was.
New Zealand.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll just say New Zealand. I'm trying to remember the name of the town.
Matamata?
Yeah, okay.
Just outside of Matamata.
Yeah, that's right.
Holy fuck.
Should I get closer to
Yes.
when you do this?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it happened.
Wow.
Scott, can you please bring those glasses?
I kind of forget how thick, like when you dip wax,
look at it.
that is like that's like the same thickness as a bottle. That is impressive.
you.
Thank you so much. Yes, of course. Yeah.
You're not listening.
Yeah. on camera to us.
That's a thick, that's a dark drink.
A little something there for myself. And
Oh, it smells really nice. I'm really thirsty.
can I have like a tiny bit
I'm
more?
really
And then maybe
thirsty.
that's good enough. There we are.
Yeah, get the bottle, Scott.
There you go.
Scott, give us a cheers.
A little cheers there
Yum.
to a very wonderful trip.
Neck driving.
So yeah, give me your honest opinion, guys. Tasting the beer that wasn't brewed by me from my old brewery. What's your opinion? You like it? You didn't like it?
I think I loved it, but I think I could have loved it more if you had made it.
Yeah, that's true. Really, it's true. Well, I was super thrilled to be able to go back to where I lived in Whitianga and then go show you guys where I'd worked at the brewery, meet up with my old mate Rob, and that was a fantastic night.
I should say, in Whitianga, I had my first Guinness, which is such a weird thing.
What?
Yeah,
that was your first Guinness?
My first Guinness ever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was because I told Rob that, and he's like, "We gotta go get it. We gotta have these then." Which is a really weird thing to start your evening off with, which was like having a Guinness. But I absolutely loved it.
I got another for firsts. We in the whichever pub that we were in. It was the first like tap takeaway towers, the beer towers.
Yeah. That like whatever lager that we had that was like.
And he's just like, it's like, yo, you guys want to put it in this for like $10 more? We're like, yeah. And he's like, holy shit, that's the first time that worked.
Yeah. We made friends that night because of it. It was great.
Oh, dude, there's some weird little sailor here. Dude, this guy's gooning hard right now.
Where's the skateboard? Where's the skateboard? There he is. I can see us. Let me see them balls. Show us. Show your balls, bro. Oh shit.
No, the entire experience itself was so awesome. I mean, it's a trip with friends. No matter what, it's going to be a good time. But like learning all about the beer, like in New Zealand, finding out that I love beer in New Zealand, totally different aspect of that trip that I didn't expect.
Okay, boys, why do you have swimsuits followed by raincoats on?
Well, style. Yeah. Fast fashion, baby. Always gotta keep moving. Because we planned on going to we planned on going pantsless. Max said absolutely not. We don't want to get kicked out of New Zealand. We were gonna go to the hot springs, and now it's a little rainy, as it's been a bit during this trip. Just small spurts of rain.
It is raining, Master Dwarf, and it will continue to rain until the rain is done.
So we thought, crack a beer. Hey, wait, that's my job. Get over it. Down, and out. So yeah, all I've been wanting to do this whole trip is get into hot springs and get drinking. And you know. Just to put it. Oh, it's coming in. Oh, it's coming in. Oh god, my bed.
Shut that door.
The beer's good though, so shout out Lakeman Brewing. Yeah. Hear me. How you doing, Shane? Oh, I'm so warm and cozy. I feel real good. The sun's beaming down. I'm getting sunburnt by the second. Life is good.
In a brief sunshine over the last couple days, we've been going through a literal monsoon. Day 5 here in New Zealand. We just did our first brewery tour over at Lakeman Brewing. What have you learned so far, Shay?
I learned that was a brewery and a farm. Their burgers are amazing. Their beer is incredible. And I learned a lot about the owner and head brewer there.
What did you learn about beer in New Zealand so far, though? Like, have you been enjoying it?
I've absolutely loved it.
Stop lying. You're a dirty, filthy liar.
I've been loving the beer here. It's been so much better. I was saying how much I actually enjoy the IPAs versus enjoying the instead of just the lagers that I usually like.
Okay, in terms of the fun beer stuff, I really loved the whole Hobbiton trip. That was really cool. The experience is exceptional. We went on like one of the most rainy moments ever during that trip, and it was pouring rain. That made it way more fun.
Video. This one's even better. They're taking a photo. Oh, that's so good.
Having the experience of like going in, you in a bathtub in that, having you in the bathtub in a little Hobbit's.
Well, I mean, that was fun too, because when I had lived in New Zealand 8+ years ago, and when I went to Hobbiton for the first time, they didn't have the experience for you to be able to go through the Hobbit houses yet. So the fact that they had that, and I think they had only added it a couple weeks before we went. That was a brand new feature.
Yeah, I thought, because they were talking to someone about that.
Yeah.
But it was a really cool experience. I took my pants off, which was fun. When I sat in the toilet, and then going into like the bar and like the little tavern and having beers. Yeah, it was just a great experience overall. So I really loved that.
How do you walk normal, Scott? Do you do it like this?
Yeah, no, we've got some real good bits here. We've got the I'm afraid of Sun Walker.
I'm not afraid of sun. I'm afraid of skin cancer. Way different.
We got the Everyman Scott.
Go on. I mean, what do you mean? We got Mac. Go on. And how describe your pets?
I describe myself as the
Jack Chic or something.
Ooh, yeah, I'll take a lumberjack chic.
You know, I'm making fun of you. Don't take it. You're making fun. Don't just take it. Don't just accept that and roll with it. Also, Scott, I don't want to be that guy, but you definitely just got called common people by that. I am common people. You're a holding. What if you say? Yeah, what can I say? I dig wolves. I dig what I do.
No, but it's like for our whole purpose of going and traveling to learn more about hops, in which I think is one of like the more interesting areas in the world, especially considering the aspect that North America is so enamored with like New Zealand hops, and we go over there and we learn that they're so enamored with North American hops. So there's like that you always want, you can't have aspect. So that was fun to learn from that, but also just the fact that you went over there and you were like, oh, maybe I actually kind of like some of these beers.
Yeah, like to the point where I was drinking IPAs and being very happy to drink them. Being able to have like any beer on tap I could have, and enjoyable. It was enjoyable.
I guess we're rolling. Scott's like, yeah, of course we are. I guess we're rolling. Second camera angle, third camera angle. We're literally doing it. Did you crack yours already? No, because I can't crack one-handed. Proving the haters wrong. Proving the haters slightly wrong. All right, don't poke us up. Shay, we have to introduce the show. Shut your mouth. We're several days into this trip, several beers drink, visit a couple breweries. No, that's it. That's the one. We're several beers drink. Excellent. We clearly have the most pristine setup right now, with both of our arms getting tired as we have the 3-camera setup. This is my favorite setup so far. It's so jank in the best way though. This is great though, because in this, I feel like in this way, it's very reminiscent to the very first pilot episode that we did, where all I tried to do was make you drink IPAs and learn to appreciate them. Yeah. And I mean, this trip to New Zealand is all about hops. And so we've been drinking a lot of IPAs. Yes. And what's been your thoughts on that so far? It's weird. I'm enjoying IPAs for the first time. I never thought I would. But they're super approachable, super easy to drink, and I can honestly say I'm a fan. And I hate that about myself. So we've been to a couple breweries. Yep. We've been to Lake Man. We've talked with the founders and the brewers over at Garage Project, not Garage Project, Garage Project. Yeah. And they've given us a bunch of beers. Right now I'm drinking the Lake Man Harry Hop. What are you drinking? I'm drinking beer. Like besides that fact, like Pilsner, Lager, IPA. I really don't want to answer. I really want to say beer to you and just keep pushing that. But it is if I'm remembering correctly, it is a lager, and it is their kind of like version of a very straightforward, like no fuss, beer. Here, so we both of us have an arm holding up a camera, so we're gonna do this. We're sharing each other. Yeah. Did you get any? I got a little bit. Okay, me too. Yeah, I got some. That was the most aggressive we've done that in many episodes. That was the worst one. That was the best one. That's not bad. That's again, it's an IPA, really, really smooth, really nice.
So no, it was an awesome experience talking to all of the brewers there, being able to and having such a good conversation with them. They were all just so happy to talk to you, which is similar here, but it was just a really cool thing to have a conversation and joke with them and have a real education on kind of New Zealand
Obviously,
beer making.
Whenever you talk to anybody, not even just about beer, but whenever you interview anybody on any kind of subject, what you want is passionate people. And the people that we talked to in New Zealand were definitely passionate over there. And that just made the trip incredible.
Yeah, 100%. I had nothing but good things to say. Even when we weren't stopped for beer, we were finding fun places to go.
Yeah. Speaking of fun places.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite spot?
Yeah, but I can't remember the name of it because the only person who can actually pronounce it is Scott. Murchison, a town of, I think it was 1,100.
Murchison, a town
that technically has one restaurant that's a Panda Express, but it's not a real Panda Express.
Well, no, we found the pizza place.
There was actually good stuff. It's just when they weren't open. That entire moment was exceptional of going to a store, all of us being kind of a little miserable, to be honest, and then the guy being so amazing, giving us food for these eels, telling us this spot to go find eels, finding a billion eels, and then finding probably the best place we stayed, which was an entire house for the same price as a normal hostel, on the side of a mountain. It was so cool.
Where's the light? Let's turn a light on here. Shay, turn a light on and introduce the crib.
We did.
I did.
What are you talking about? It was
There's the light.
unlike a naked brighter. Welcome to my crib. This is where the magic happens. Sometimes, not all, never. It's never happened. But there's also magic can also happen there, on the couch, or the chair. Self-love's important. So sometimes that chair also would work. There's a lot of chairs in the sunroom for love. And then there's some chairs for watching the loves if you want the magic to be happening elsewhere. This is where you can drink, profess love, and just kind of mutual masturbation or whatever you're into. We're green here, so there's a stripper pole. Obviously, it's smoke-free at all times, and you can get slivers, so you have to be very careful when you're putting on the moves. So come with me, and I'll take you to the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen, where we do all of our cooking. Take a look at what we have in store. You know, we've been sponsored by some really great companies, but what I like the most is just good old-fashioned milk, straight from the cow. Let's head on over to other people's rooms. So, this is where Mac's room is. This is also where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean by movie magic. Haha, burn on you. Let's head over to Scott. See what he's up to. Psych to his room. He's got so many beds. Get out of my beds. They're mine. These are my beds. Oh, there's Scott's bed. No one's allowed in Scott's room. He made that very clear in the contract. That's it. Well, thanks so much for joining our cribs, but we got to go get food because I'm hungry and I need milk. See ya.
That was a very awesome moment. In terms of non-beer related anything, my answer was always going to be kiwis. Is the only reason my biggest reason was okay, yes, I understand we have this job to do in going get beer. I was there to see a kiwi.
Welcome to a show where we drink beer in a tub. Anyways, let's go look at some birds.
I'm very excited about the birds.
got to film in there, and Claire kept talking about it.
We saw kiwis.
We did.
I got so excited. Oh, it was very fun. They were very cool. They are bigger than what you think they are. They're hilariously
Hold it. It's like you hold like a little like doll like this.
Yeah.
But I just also like that, you know, they kind of ran like fat children, like a little jelly bean.
They were like little that was named John. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. The female was named Jellybean. Frosty was the male. Yeah.
And then just at the end, you go with them showing us like the egg relative to the bird as well.
The egg is like most of the bird apparently.
Well, just like the fact, second largest bird in the world, emu, almost same size egg as the kiwi, egg almost this fucking size as the full bird.
Yeah. It's so cool. I love it. So happy. Such a great experience. So yeah, no, I have nothing but good things to say. I came back and immediately was saying like, oh well, I can't wait to go back to New Zealand.
Landed in Auckland, straight to the bar. Max talking beer like a certified star. Shay sipping slow, saying no IPA. Scott's got the camera, but he's drinking the sleigh. Breweries, beaches, the road goes on. Looking for a pint and a bird that's gone. From hot tub to hot spring, you know what they say. Always be close, tuning every day. And that's the show. Whoa. Two guys drinking in a tub now on the road. And that's the show. Whoa. Another drink down, but more to go. Stumbled through Wellington, forgetting our names. Took a wrong turn, but we're drunk just the same. Hot springs, maybe, but first one more round. A kiwi bird's calling, wait, what was that sound? Dead cow in the field, beers in the hand. Shay's drinking IPAs in a backwards land. We came for the beer, but we need to know, are hobbits actually real? Where did they go? And that's the show. Whoa. Two guys drinking in the tub now on the road. And that's the show. Whoa. Another drink down, but more to go. I'm hungry, I'm horny. We've been driving all day. Wait, is that a kiwi? Mac, don't scare it away. And that's the show. Whoa, whoa. Three dumb Canadians on the road. Hot springs, kiwi birds don't know. Drinking in a tub, that's the show.
Take your shirt off.